Okay, grand rising, grand afternoon. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Hit that notification bell, select all so you're notified when I do post on this channel. Welcome to What's the Channel, Rasha. We getting ready to do another treasure box reading for the overall collective. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's go ahead and get started. Um, it's on my the Southern Heat. Oh my goodness, this technology has been just not moving as fast as much as money you spend on this shit. Shit, this shit is expensive for no fucking reason. Bills is the economy is just all fucked up, bro. It's just all this shit, and it's fucked up because it was built off of a faulty, false foundation. That's the reason why this shit is fucked off. It's fucked off. And it got to get fixed. And I don't see it being fixed unless there's somebody like me, myself, or somebody that came from poverty to run it, or somebody that had to live in poverty. Like, regardless of how poor you are, if your ass was in poverty and you can understand that shit, you had to scrap. It's different levels of poverty, shit. But if your ass is on food stamps and all that shit, your ass was in poverty. They consider as you as poverty. Okay, if you was moving home to home, your lights was off. If you struggled, if you didn't get to have the same, your school clothes was different. Your situation. You all was struggling to eat. You was in poverty when you was a child. Okay, even though your mama made the best, or your daddy made the best, or your family made the best out of the situations, your ass was in poverty. Okay, but you did have it. Some of y'all did have it better than other people, and some people, they lived fucked situations, right? But I feel like somebody that's in poverty is more fit to run a country in the continent, in the world, than somebody that has been born into money. They don't understand how it is to live in poverty. They never experienced that. They don't never had to struggle. Um, those people's egos is hard to counter shift, where they really are worried about the lives of people that's under them. Their ego is too big to even acknowledge or even comprehend what that type of lifestyle is. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like this is everything is just too high, and the profit and the money, and then the thing about it is, like, I'm not saying that people, maybe they should, and I'm gonna say maybe they should put out like laws when it comes to certain people that make certain amounts of income, what they have to do when it comes to putting back into the community. Because I just see people, and I see that some of them do have these investments, but again, these investments that they have, they run it in crooked ways. There's so much crooked stuff that's behind it: sex trafficking, embezzlement, laundry, and drug trafficking. It's so much stuff that's behind those businesses. And my thing is if you're doing those things and that stuff is running around in your operation, baby, you're gonna have to pay it's gonna be a new law set for you to put back into the community. And I just feel if you've been getting away, like, it's just, to me, it's like the people that are rich right now, they're not doing the right thing. You see what I'm saying? They're not doing the right thing. Look how the world is. If all the millionaires and the billionaires put their money together, if they even put just 1 million together, and start rebuilding, they can do it, and do it from the kindness of your heart, not from greed and oh well, we gonna rule them. You not doing it from that. Like, you do you know how much you could change the world? Like, it's to me, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Um, how much the economy has changed since I was a child. And I don't even think it was supposed to change that fast in price. The economy has changed so fast in price throughout the decades. And I don't think people are really grasping how fast it's changing. Um, you would hope that the economy in and I don't use, and one thing about my language, my vocabulary, I'm not going to use big words. Some people, y'all been watching me for a while. I have problems pronouncing words. I have problems reading words. I have all of it. But my thing, I feel like the reason why I am programmed the way that I am, I'm meant to bring in the attention of the ones that don't understand the big words. And it's a lot. They can't comprehend. So they're always gonna get lowballed because they don't understand. And sometimes I'll be like, dang, why can't I speak like so and so? Like, Obama was a great speaker, the best speaker that we have ever had, but he was a crook. He lied. He done so many things. But again, everybody voted for him to be president because of the way he speaks. But yet he didn't do anything for his so-called people. But if you know who Obama is, you know he ain't one of our people. So I feel like me being in the position that I am, regardless if I stutter over a word, I forget how to pronounce something, I can't pronounce something, it lets everybody know that I'm human. I'm not here to pull a fast one, because I am somebody that, like I said, started from the bottom and has progressed to the top. And we haven't had a candidate like that ever, and the ones that we did have lined up to for that, even they use big words that still grasp the attention of back then. Back then, and I'm gonna be honest, back then I feel like our parents and our grandparents was more educated in a street mentality than we are book smart. And the street mentality that our grandparents and the ones that was before us was better when it comes to building a community. Now we have all this technology and the books and all this stuff. We have the way that our learning has, and how they pulled us from the community aspect of actually helping and teaching everyone, right? I feel like it's different. I feel like I told you, it's all the way they pushed the learning grasp of it was pushed. Everything was pushed. I feel like everything is pushed even when it goes back to, like, me talking about the money aspect, and how everything has changed, and fluctuation, and the just you ain't even seen, it's not even a fall. Like, you ain't seen this bitch fall. Usually when something goes up, you'll see it fall, especially if it's hurting and it's not falling. It's just the amount of a house nowadays is just crazy. When your grandparents used to get a house, and some of these houses are still standing right now if they took care of it. and all they paid was $10,000 for that house, and these houses are still standing. And the only reason why they ain't standing because these motherfuckers bulldozed them and bought the land in the community, the land structure so they can build. But just think about like all the stuff in. I don't think our grandparents and our the elders were able to prepare us for what was to come, right? Because they was still fighting shit, they rights. They was still doing all their mind structure was focused somewhere else. But I don't think they still didn't understand the grasp of what am I trying to say? Of how fast, how put together their enemy really was. Right? They have you fighting for this one thing, but you're fighting for this one thing and so focused on this one thing, your rights, your blah blah blah, not dying, and then they over here rebuilding and restructuring everything else outside of that, out of that focus that they have you focused in. And I don't feel like it's just a lot behind it. It's a lot behind it. And I don't think the elders are looking down on just their ancestors. I feel like they looking down on themselves as well. It's a part of their, okay, we didn't do this right either, right? And if we knew how advanced our grandkids and our our family members was gonna be, we would have taught them differently. Like we would have got them set up for technology and all this stuff. Because you think about it, old people still in their ways. Oh, I don't want to learn none of that shit. And they get you to do it. Right? There's always their ancestor, their family members that are gonna run their technology for them. And they still refuse to learn it. But I feel like they should have, and it has to do with the school system, right? Giving the wrong control to people that you feel that's really out there to help you, but in the long run they really not. Like they really not, you know what I'm saying? They gave their trust to the wrong individuals to make money. And that's the truth. They gave their trust to the wrong individuals just to make money. Okay. So I feel like I had to just express that message, because I hear, I see people, what they stay and they're going through. I see what's on the news. I see what's on the TV. I see what I hear when I walk into a building, when I walk outside. My own situations, my family member situations, the ones that I'm still around, and I know a little bit of what's going on with them. And my friends. So it's just like everybody, regardless of what level of success that they're in, and I'm not, and these are the people that's hidden under 100,000 a year. I don't want to include anybody that's hitting over 100,000 a year, because if you're making over 100,000 a year consecutively in the past 3 years and you're struggling, you living outside your means on that money that you have. Okay, but your ass should be living very comfortably. Okay, but the way that you buying stuff and living, that's the reason why you ain't living comfortably if you are making more than $100,000 a year. Okay, the ones that's under 100,000, we talk to you. This message is really a lot for you. Okay, I feel like a lot of things is getting ready to change for you, and the way that I do like, and I said this before, I had a message where I feel like the government is going to release the pressure. And I feel like if they're going to release the pressure, it has to do with the cost. Um, because they know that their time is getting short when it comes to certain events that's set to line up. Um, and they know the only way that people are going to be in a comfortable situation for these events to line up where it benefits the collective is to bring down the cost. They got to get everybody back comfortable. And the only way that they can do that is by bringing down the cost and raising people's, hourly, or the way, giving more jobs, whatever they're doing. But it is to bring, the big thing is to bring down the cost. And if they bring down the cost, it allows people to go back into this peace mode. It allows a lot of people not to have the anxiety, the stress, the headaches, the pressure. You go back to getting, you took over the motherfucking gas, bitch. We've been to war with Afghanistan and Iraq for a long time. You done took over their oil shit, bitch. We should be back to 99 cents. What was all that shit for? Because that's not what you was fucking doing. That was a decoy. You was over there getting the motherfucking giants that was in the motherfucking caves that been running the motherfucking towns for a long time. That's they got you so focused over here on the economy, but they over here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying, in the background. Okay? You already took all their oil and their gas. Why is our shit so motherfucking still high? And your helicopters with your redhead giants that you carrying back to area 55, 57, 58. It ain't just 51 no more. There's so many more after that. To your Grand Canyon. Let's talk. Bitch, bring gas back to 99 cents. Shit, diesel shouldn't cost no more than $2.50. Put everything else after that. You importing all this shit. We doing all your import and export and all this illegal shit. Like I said, your companies, y'all gonna have to pay. Y'all gonna get a new law. Cause y'all doing, we doing, y'all got us doing all y'all pushing y'all shit. We y'all pushers in this bitch. Running y'all illegal trafficking and embezzlement and drug wars, and we doing all this shit for you. You gonna do it right. You gonna do it right. Trust me. I know how to recoup all that money back. And I ain't had to take one class of accounting, business, money, none of that, bitch. That's street knowledge and education off of living off of poverty. So, again, what deck did y'all say y'all wanted to live off of? Live off of. But y'all understand what I'm saying. What deck did y'all say the first deck was going to be? Let me go back and see if I can read everything, because they got us on this new screen. Okay. Dang, y'all been talking up a storm in here. Okay. I think the Remember the Time deck. Okay, so I'm back at the top. Remember the Time deck. That's what somebody said. Because I didn't even ask deck, but I remember saying Remember the Time. Okay, so the Remember the Time. Hey, I've been preaching. I had to talk. Okay, there go Mars Honey. Look at Mars Honey. Mars Honey. Mars came out in the last reading, Mars Honey. Okay, with your sexy self. She's sexy as hell. I said it on camera. You sexy as hell, girl. I said it on camera. Okay, so where is the... Okay, Remember the Time. So let's see what's going on. Boy, thank y'all for handling the chat with the trolls. Put they high they ass, bitch. They ain't getting time out, nothing like that. They getting hit. They getting jazzed up out of the motherfucking chat, okay? She is sexy. Shit, she knows she's sexy. She the good Miss Jackson. I'm just gonna say that. Cause I know I'll be over there, I'll be over there talking about Jackson, last name Jackson, but she the good Miss Jackson. Oh, y'all can't be bad. Y'all can't be bad. We had the Jackson 5. I was looking, you know what? Let's talk about the Jacksons. Talking about the Jacksons, right? I looked up because I was watching something on YouTube about Boys to Men. Boys to Men having the most fucked up deals. I think Jaguar Wright said it, and then something popped up where it automatically, because this AI shit, whatever you watch and people be saying, they'll recommend videos for your ass, and next thing you know, because they watching your life. There was a video where they talked about how Boys the Men had the most fucked up deal, and they were the most successful boys group. I ain't gonna say band because they ain't playing shit, no instruments like that. Boys group. And I looked at the list, and the Beatles was first, and the Jackson 5 was second. And the money value of each of the Jackson 5. Do you know two of the brothers were in the 100,000s? And the other three brothers, of course, Michael Jackson was 55. It was 500 million. Michael Jackson was worth 500 million. And then I think Tito was worth Jermaine was worth 9. And Tito was worth 3 or something like that, 3 million. And then the other two brothers one was worth 100,000 and the other was worth 200,000. I said, ain't that about a bitch? Like, how do you do that to your siblings? Like, bitch, I grew up in the house with you. Like, even though I couldn't sing and dance like you, bitch, I was still a part of y'all fucking group, and how dare you not even put me as a millionaire? You couldn't give me one? I can't even be worth $1 million, bitch. I saw that. I was looking at all, and they were breaking down like each group, and it had like B2K on there, and I felt so bad for those boys because I was like, damn, they were set to be the next Jackson 5. And Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston and Jermaine Dupri and all them fucked these little boys up. And you go back and now that you know that these stories are out on what happened to them, I feel like it makes me sick in my stomach because I'm just sitting here like, and one thing I also want to do, it's going to make me teary-eyed, is give like the celebrities a day. I don't participate in holidays, but I feel like the ones that went through sexual abuse, all those ones, they need a day to themselves to be recognized for everything they went through in that industry that has been hidden. And hopefully like this would be like something that would help them come out and tell their stories about what was done to them, giving them that holiday so the whole world can say thank you. Because I remember as a kid saying, oh, I want them to perform and da-da-da-da-da. We're pressing them to perform and all this stuff, and this whole time they booty hole played with as a kid. And we asking them to go to concerts and doing all this stuff and precious autographs. They owe an apology from us as being fans because we put too much pressure on them, not knowing what they was going through. So not only do they owe apologies from the ones that they're predators, they owe an apology from us as fans. Because, you know what? We didn't see what was going on with them. We just kept saying, oh, you better be at this concert at this time, on this stage at this time. Where's my album at? You know, I want an autograph. You know, like, you're not seeing everything that they went through. So that's another thing. Seeing them boys on that list, knowing that their story, it tore me up. And I was like, they were set up to be the next Jackson 5. And then you got Omarion making the most money out of the group, and then it goes down after that. They showed each break of, like, I need to find the link. If I can find the link, I will share the link with y'all. But it just amazed me seeing all these groups. And again, I'm 42, and I grew up seeing these groups. So it was like the Beatles. It was Jackson 5. I forgot who was number 3. Who else was on the list? They had Blackstreet. They had NSYNC. They had Blackstreet, Black. What's the other one? Blackstreet and Black Backsync is what it is. Okay, what is it? Blackstreet and I always get the names fucking confused. Blackstreet and the other one is the black group and the black group. Both of them was on the list. Boys to Men was on there. Belle DeVivo, New Edition was on there. Backstreet. Okay, Blackstreet and Blackstreet. I always get them mixed up. New Kids on the Block was on there. Who else did they have on that list? And it just showed the difference of how much each one of their network was. And Michael Bivins is the one. That's why I was talking about the Boys to Men, because his ass was banking out of all the groups that he has. He was at 40 million and everybody was at like a lower amounts. And I was just looking like, bitch, you didn't do shit. Like you know, like he's so crooked how he did those music the groups that he was a part of. And I was just like, people like him, motherfucker, you will be on that list where you have to give back. You did some fucked up shit. You know, like, and Diddy, same thing with him not giving all them their credit and their publishing. All those people that made profit off of other people's work and you eating more than them, that should not even a fucking exist. There should be no reason why. And the only reason why a producer should be making more money is because, let's say, if they do have more than one artist and they have artists, they got more than 10 motherfucking artists, and they adding on all them incomes that you bringing in from all them, yes. But if you're taking the majority of that person's group's money and you're getting paid more than the group, that should not even be existing, bitch. You ain't on that stage doing not a motherfucking tap dance, a motherfucking falsetto, you ain't doing none of that shit. There should be no reason why you should be making that much money. Now, again, if you are music labels and record you know, the labels and stuff, but you're putting in revenue from these artists, it's still not you having a higher bracket of a yearly salary than your fucking artist. No. You should be pulling in revenue because you got 10 artists over here. Each one of them artists is going to give you $1 million. You got 10 artists right there. There go yo right there. There go you got each one of them artists is going to give you $1 million. There go your 10 million. You became a $10 million producer because you got 10 artists that gave you $1 million and they making 6 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the numbers is, I'm just throwing numbers out there. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why you end up being more, because you have a record label that has all this stuff, but you still not, your yearly is not more than your artist. If y'all understand what I'm saying, the way that you're becoming rich is because you got more than one artist that's bringing in this revenue, that's giving you this millionaire or billionaire status. Okay, but yeah, they backwards now. It was just crazy. If I find that link, I will list it. Okay. I don't know if I saw Drew Hill. I don't know if I saw Drew Hill. I didn't see Drew Hill, but the ones that I named, I saw those. I could be missing some more. I didn't see Jodeci. Yeah, that's why I said y'all gonna be surprised. That's why I was surprised that B2K was on that list before Jodeci and all the motherfuckers. I was like, them little boys was really making money like that? God damn, bro! Like, really? Shit. Okay. I know Marcus Houston was pissed off that, well, they're not brothers, right? They said Omarion and him are not brothers, but they, back in when I was younger, they had this rumor going on that Omarion and Marcus Houston was brothers, siblings, and supposedly they're not. That was a lie. Okay. And I think it was a lie because of the downloadness that was going on. So they had to make it relevant that this man that was fucking around with these boys was there, around him because he was a family member to the other one. Okay? Here we go. Richest boy bands. Here we got. Did y'all watch the Ray J's interview with Shay Shay? Yes, I said that. Think about it. Why else? They lied. Don't forget. Just how many of y'all remember when he sit there and said, they said Marcus Houston and Omarion was stepbrothers or something like that, that it was brothers or they were kin? They are not kin at all. That was a lie. And now that you go back and you think about the history about what was said, what Raz B and them was saying, who was screwing who, he said Marcus was involved in that shit with Chris Stokes. He said Omarion had a little, his too, because the daddy, okay, was also involved. So think about it. Marcus Houston is older than B2K. Not a big in age, but he's a little bit older than them. A decade at least, I think, right? Marcus Houston is at least a decade. He's over a decade of age difference, I think. So everything that Raz B is saying is adding up to me. Shit. Okay. Marcus Houston is 42, and then say B2K ages. Yeah, he 39. So 39. Omarion and Raz B is 39, and Little Fizz is 38, and J Bug is 38. So both, that's the age. So he a little bit, okay, he a little bit older than them. So yeah, look over that list. Like I said, you'll be surprised. I was surprised to see that list and how much everybody was making. I was just shocked. I was like, okay, that's crazy. Okay. Let me pin the list real quick. go? Man, that's why I said I go back and remember all those situations. I go back being about like when Diddy and his family and Kim Porter and them. I remember them posting certain pictures that they be displaying of them when them kids was little, and I'm just sitting here like, damn, all that shit was going on when they was fucking posting these pictures. Like it blows my mind. It blows my mind, dog. It blows my mind. Like it blows my mind. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Like a picture can tell you a lot. Like a picture can bring back. So looking at an old picture can bring back so many memories like that. Like that. So we have the Nine of Cups. You got the Queen of Cups. So somebody's seeing you. Excuse me. Let me clear my nose up because I was doing all that crying. Somebody sees you as their Queen of Cups. So whoever this person is, this person right now is admiring you. They're looking and staring. They're staring. They see you. Okay, they see you. This person ain't really, I don't think, showed themselves, or if they did show themselves that they're into you, it's not that much. Like they're just admiring you from a distance. I even feel like this is like how he's admiring her from a distance, but this motherfucker is close enough where he can touch you, right? Like, so it's not like you're not in you're in arms linked to this person, but he's feeling like it's a long distance like situation, but he's like right there. He can be right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this person, it's not hard if this person wanted to reach out or talk to you or vibe. He knows where you're at. He knows how to communicate. He knows how to reach you. He knows all that, but he's not doing it. Okay. Admiring from a distance. Okay. Let's see, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, look, you got the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be an earth sign. If you're not an earth sign, again, you could just be harnessing the energy of an earth sign. You could be a great you could be a mother. You could be, if you're not a mother, you're just a great nurturer. You take care of your family, your friends. You take care of yourself. You know, you eat good, you look good. Even if you are, have weight on you, but people know you have had a good life. Right, you have this look about you where you have had a good life, and a lot don't bother you, right? So you could be seen as like this social butterfly. People admire who you are, your presence, your lessons, your experiences, the growth and the development that you have had when it comes to just who you are as an individual and what you have become, right? So this person, whoever this is, this person has seen you go from, here. Maybe, you could have been the girl. I'm hearing Jenny on the block, but I don't like hearing, Jenny on the block. I don't know. Somebody could say Jenny on the block. You could be Jenny on the block. And that type of energy of, what a man thinks Jenny on the block is, or that could have been who you were in the past. And now you have where these same people that saw you as Jenny on the block when you were younger is still seeing you as that when you're older. Like the older version of you is even more sexier than the younger version of you, is what I'm hearing. A lot of people like the older version of you than and then I ain't gonna take nothing away from your sexiness when you was young. Or if some of y'all was not young, some of y'all probably could have grew into your sexiness. If it was that situation, then you could resonate with that. But I do feel like whoever this is, they've been watching you. They have seen, like I said, levels of development throughout the years or the decades. Because this motherfucker said Jenny on the block. You know, that's when you was wearing, you know, skimpy clothes. You was probably out all the time, and you know, you look good. You're still young. Probably had no kids, one kid, two kid, body still put together, whatever. You know, I don't know. But now you are this woman, and this woman of experience, and you still are highly liked and highly favored and financially favored, and so on. Okay, is what a lot of people are seeing. Okay. She said she from the streets. Okay. Okay, so whoever this is, they see you as that. You are like a well known. Yeah, look, the Four of Wands, praise and recognition, putting you on a pedestal, getting the recognition that you deserve, celebrations, things like that. You got this temperance energy here, so this person sees you as a divine counterpart. Divine timing is working in your favor. If you have been silent to somebody looking good, smelling good, by yourself on your lonesome, I, one of your masculines feels like he liked it better when you was out there fucking around with folks. Because when you was fucking around with folks, he was able to get in. Now that you ain't fucking around with folks and you distance yourself away from the limelight, it's hard to get close to you. And I feel like some of your that's a part of the where your masculines want you to go back to that being that girl who you were, but you're not. You're not, okay? Um, let's see, I forget you swipe up that shit, go to a whole nother somebody else's profile. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this too. Okay. Somebody definitely wants to go somewhere where it is. You got a masculine that wants to make one of your masculines jealous. You got a masculine that wants to go somewhere where you and him are center stage. Why? You got the Six of Cups because it could be past situations. There could be past lovers. Like I said, a past lover, past situation. This is definitely could be a past person. Somebody wants to make a past person upset. You got the Five of Pentacles. This could have been somebody that left you out in the cold or abandoned you. Look, end of hard time struggles, recovering from losses, paying off debt or loans. It says positive changes with your finances, reaching a turning point. So you do have some things that's changing when it comes to your financial stability because you have this Queen of Pentacles that's on top of it. Yeah, so the Queen of Pentacles is, it says high social status, our social butterfly, financially stable, independent, being down to earth, our natural healer, loyal, trustworthy person. It says the welcomer are being kind-hearted, right? So you got a public celebration in love, coming together to build solid foundation, having support from others, bonding, being team player, feeling secure, happy atmosphere, and relaxation. Okay, so you have this energy again going back to the past. I feel like somebody wants to take you out in public because you have a group of exes that's around there, or he has some exes around there where he wants to be hand in hand. And he's not putting you in harm, Divine Feminine, but he's ready to tell these bitches that you are the one. So this masculine is ready to make this statement that you are the one. So it says going back and revisiting the past. It said childhood issues and childhood memories, feeling youthful and alive again, reconnecting with ex-lovers, friends, and our family members, our friends. And it says being in a giving or receiving mode. So like I said, reconnecting with ex-lovers and family or friends. So that's where I feel like this person is going to do that. Okay, and he's coming in and showing this romantic gesture. So you got romantic offers, proposal on the way. It says following your heart and feelings, being swept off your feet in love. Someone is secretly admiring you and being the peacemaker and bringing a gentle touch. One more card. There's one card. Bitch, what did I say? Look at this Three of Cups. What did I say? Y'all going out to go have some drinks. You as the empress in this this woman's life. Okay, somebody could be same-sex relationship. There could be a woman, because this is a 3 card, so there's a threesome. Something going on with a threesome for the ones of y'all that are into that. It don't resonate with everybody. Please skip over it. You don't gotta get on the motherfucking chat and say that, or get in the comments, say I don't sleep with girls. We ain't got okay. I'm skipping over you. Skip to the loo, bitch. We skipping over you. And I didn't mean to call you no B, but I'm just saying, skip to the loo. We ain't talking about you right now. Okay. So the ones of y'all that do got three you into girls. You got a woman that sees you as their empress too, just like this masculine does. Okay? So that's for the threesome situations. Now for the ones of y'all that's this 2 situation, again, if it's you and your masculine is seeing you as his empress, okay? You are the empress in this masculine's life. And then some of y'all got a situation where there's 2 people that feel that way. You jumping in, you the fish out of water, You expanding your horizons, you floating your boat, For the ones of y'all that's like that, I feel like I got something in my eye. Okay, but it says, of course. Oh my goodness. So y'all can hear me, but the screen is black. That's weird. Let's see. I don't know how to fix that. Oh my goodness. I wonder why it's a black screen. Now that don't make no sense. Hold on, let me turn this down because I don't want them to try to flag me for the music because we having malfunctions. Oh my goodness, come on. There we go. All right, let's see. Yeah, they was doing too much. It is what it is. Let's see, because this camera is crooked. Now, don't even ask me what I did to put it back, because I just feel like they made a decision to come back. But I was over there pushing buttons. I was getting ready to do something. Oh, I was getting ready to, close my phone out. Like, close the screen and see if it would pop up, back it up. But I knew it was going to mess it up, and it just brought it back. So let's see. You got the 2 of Cups. Didn't I say y'all going to go have some dinner? Somebody coming to get you. They want to go out. Somebody is coming to get you. They want to go out. Yes, they selling away from something else. Turn the music back on. Okay, so somebody is definitely, like what I said, they want to center stage, you and them. They want to let somebody know what's going on because you is this person's empress. You are my everything. That's the only thing that matters naturally. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Yeah, because you mean the world to me. That's what somebody's singing, okay? Could even bust down in his own song of him showing you that he loves you. You got this, yeah, look, you got this Virgo energy, and you got this Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgo. Somebody could be walking away from a situation. This person could be coming out of nowhere after selling away from a certain situation that no longer serves them, okay? The ocean view. Somebody could be wanting to go on the ocean view, going on a trip. Yeah, they could be wanting to go to Ocean View. That do look like the beach. Okay, somebody want to go to the beach. Go on a cruise, go on the beach. I don't know. Somebody want to take a beach trip. Look, this Emperor does. This Hermit does. Whoever this is in the shadow watching you from a distance. This person been MIA. You got Virgo, you got this Aries and Taurus energy here. Somebody is ready. Look, they ready to walk away. They on their journey. They ready to go. There's a tower moment that's happening. Somebody getting ready to be shocked. Okay, that flew out. They said we gonna make it fly. Look, travel. The Chariot. Divine timing. Things working up in your favor. Things picking back up. Yeah, there's some type of spark that's happening right now. So fated events are happening. Luck is on your side. Traveling plans. Forward direction. It says overcoming obstacles and distractions. Flawless victory. Taking control of love life. Somebody is ready to take control of their love life. And them taking control of their love life is including you in it. Not her. Okay? Let's talk about that. Let's get to these index cards. I know this video has been long. We have had malfunctions. Damn, it's locked. That's why I can't scoot the table. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got. I ain't mad at you by Tupac is playing in the background. And then also, what is his name? Turk, which isn't he somebody baby daddy? Isn't he one of them singers? Baby daddy is a TLC. Trench, is Trench his name? Tupac friend, Trench. Is that what his name is? For the ones of y'all that know that. Okay, so it is him. So they're showing a video of him where he had an interview back in the day where the cameraman forgot to turn off the camera after he interviewed him, and he set the question before he put the camera down. At the end of the interview, the last question was, do you think Tupac is still alive? And he said, I don't know, knowing him. He was like, and then he was like, he ended it, and then he put the camera down, and not knowing that, and he probably did remember that it was on. I don't know, or maybe he didn't. Um, he said, Treach, whatever, how the fuck you say his name, Tretch, whatever, Reg, Stretch. Let me stop fucking his name up, cause he hardcore. He hardcore. Um, uh, let me not. They say he is, but that's what I just heard. But I ain't in that beat. Let me just finish my story. He said to the cameraman that last time I saw Tupac, he was in Cuba, and he says it while the tape is on the ground and he's still recording. And they're saying that the man didn't forgot that he turned off the camera, and he didn't expect to catch that on the camera. And he said that. He said the last time that I saw him, he was in Cuba. And this was after Tupac. It was years after his death that this video happened. So I don't know. But that's somebody that we know that is one of his friends. And we don't know. And same thing with Suge. Suge's son went on a rampage saying that Tupac was still alive, and he was showing screenshots how people were saying that he was talking too much and he needed to watch his back. And Suge Knight's son was saying he's overseas. Y'all thinking he dead and he ain't dead, and and they were saying that they saying that Tupac was a government official that was put there to this is what they're saying. This is what this one FBI guy that has been investigating Tupac. He says that he feels that Tupac was a government official that was put there to try to bring a union between the blue and the red, the Crips and the Bloods, but it didn't turn out that way. It ended up getting violent. Suge Knight said the night that he got shot, and he's kept the same story, because you can go back to the old interview, and then Suge Knight in the jail now. He said that when Tupac got shot, he said Tupac was talking to him. They was talking. He was talking. When he got in the hospital, he was talking. After surgery, he came back, he was talking. He was like, he was up. He was up after surgery. He was like, Tupac was alive and talking. He said, so I don't know what happened after that. How can somebody that's physically having a conversation with me? Same thing like how they had the story about, it's kind of like with the MLK story, right? Like they said MLK didn't die, that he was up and living, and then a group of cops came in there and smothered him to death, and a nurse watched him, and they told the nurse to shut the fuck up. So there's a lot of different stories that you have heard, even with MLK and Tupac. It just reminds me of the type of same situations. So I don't know. It'd be crazy, because maybe, like I said, you don't know where these motherfuckers at. And then you saw the video. They even had a video. There's a video of him in Cuba, and somebody was recording it, and he looked just like Tupac. Now I don't know when that video was, but I don't think they have back then. We didn't have no motherfucking cell phones that can record like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I'm sitting here thinking about. I'm like, there was no cell phones that can record like that back in the day when Tupac, nigga, I was still in high school. I mean, I was in junior high when he passed away. We didn't have no money. I got a fucking, my first cell phone was a fucking phone that had a green or a green screen, and only motherfucking numbers went around across that bitch. You know what I'm saying? There was no cell phones back then that can record like that. So whoever was recording this situation where it was supposed to be Tupac in Cuba, that shit looked like him. And the way that the person is recording, it don't look like it was like no fucking camera. It looks like it was a cell phone that he's zooming in and out on. So I don't know. So it's a lot. It's crazy. Yes, Sprint. Sprint was getting all our money. They're like, all you gotta do is pay $150. We turn on your phone, you know. You get this phone. Back then, that was easy to get a phone back then. You know, they used to come into your Sprint used to come into your workplace, having them work programs and shit. You call center motherfucking kids, you know, call center people. You know how them call center do with they little contracts with these corporations they have. Well, you work for this call center, we'll give you this promotion with this phone. That's how I signed up. They was down there on our lunch break. That's the first phone I invested in. Shit. Still to this day, probably got a Sprint bill. Shit. Ooh, for real. I'm just saying. Damn. Stephanie, thank you for being 6 months as a member for What's the Chattel Rasha. I'm going to be doing some readings for y'all today. Today is my off day. I'm here. I'm doing stuff. I'm reading cards. That's what I'm going to do, okay? Let's see. So it says, I changed everything for you, my little princess. If somebody said they changed everything for you, it says Divine Feminine's name is being brought up in other households. So your name is being brought up for in other households. The karmic has mental issues. That's why I stayed. So whoever this karmic is that's doing all this shit, this bitch got mental issues and is gonna end up putting her in a body bag. That's what's gonna happen. I don't give a fuck about the mental issues, bitch. You doing too much. I just feel like you can only take so much. Like they say, you can only take so much. Fuck the mental issues. You're doing too much. Bitch, get tired too. Just like you got mental issues, I'm mentally tired, bitch. And guess what? Which mentally tired and you physically tired. You mentally, physically. Okay? I'm mentally tired and you mentally, physically. Okay? So one gonna give. Okay? So and it ain't gonna be me. Okay, so working on stability. So somebody is working on stability, okay? So it says top priority. So I told you somebody was over here trying to catch up, trying to do all this stuff, seeing you as this and that, and these other person not seeing that in them, okay? So it says a child hates that he/she was covering up for their parent or parents. So there's a child that hates that he/she was covering up for their parents or parents. It says bisexual woman. So again, I told you. So remember how I said that there is a woman that's into you. So some of y'all that's watching this, it's gonna be you, her, and him. There's a third woman. There's a woman. I mean, a third woman. Shit, you over there living a fantasy, isn't you? You know, RJ said 6 is too many. He was like, I had a 6. He was like, 8 is just too many. He was like, I just don't got all that energy. You know what I'm saying? That RJ and Shay Shay interview, I got a lot of different perspective on RJ. I mean RJ. I call his as RJ. Ray J. Big bitch RJ. Somebody name could be RJ and this bitch doing something. But Ray J, my bad, dog, my bad. Ray J, speaking of B2K, because Ray J, matter of fact, I'm glad I'm talking about this because remember when he was trying to do the group with B2K. And what he was trying to do was, what Ray J was trying to do was, the reason why B2K said no, Ray J wanted to change the name to R2K. That's what he wanted to change the name to, R2K. And the reason why he wanted to change it to R2K is because he couldn't dance like them. So he felt he only had the vocals, so he didn't want to consider himself as a dancer because he knew he was not going to be dancing like that. So he wanted to separate real, but then it was like real 2K. So each person, it was a breakdown. So it was like real. So it was R step represents real, and then 2K. Each one of them was going to get $2,000 per show that they made. So it was like a hidden agenda behind the name, but again, the boys thought it as, no, nigga, you trying to take over our group. You trying to take over the group and make us some background dancers or something like that? No, we ain't gonna do that, okay? Yeah, so that's the reason why he didn't go in contract with them. But I was just laughing. I was like, this boy is crazy. I said, Ray, even with the Brandy and Monica tour, he wants to be the one that brings them out, like announce them and bring them out. But then he also wants his own businesses. Like he wants them to wear his shirts and all that stuff. And even Shannon was like, nah, bro, that ain't gonna happen. Shannon Sharp was even like, then you thinking too big of yourself. You just said your sister is the cause of you doing everything, and your sister the one that really put in the hard work. Why would she make it seem like she is representing you? And in Shannon Sharp's head, he was like, boy, your ass is crazy. You should just be happy that you could sing. Why not be a part of the tour with them? Why not be a part of it and sing your songs? But he said he has a whole nother album coming out. He's gonna he remaked what is the song? He remake the song that he's still making money on. What is that song? Damn it! What is that? Ray J song? I keep calling this boy RJ. One Wish. One Wish. He gonna remake One Wish. He's gonna remake One Wish. He said that's what he's working on. It says, I'm going to change my number. So Yo Masculine is saying that he's going to change his number. It says classy. No, he didn't have one. He didn't have a one-hit wonder. Sexy Can I even was top on the boards too. You forget he was a part of Sexy Can I? Girl, they made a lot of money on that, but the most that he has made is One Wish. But Sexy Can I, he came back and made money too. And he took part writing a lot of people's music, and you don't know that. So he talks about that too. He has hits. That's why I said, if he really, like he said he was a gangster. He was in the gangs. He'd rather be a gangbanger than a singer and be in on the TV. He was about that lifestyle. So that's the crazy thing about Ray J is a lot of people don't know that he's a real fucking thug. But his sister is a fucking singer. He's a thug. That's what he was doing. They had to get him out of the gangbanging life that he was in California. So, and a lot of people don't know that story about him. So that's why I was like, damn, I see a different perspective with you now. Now I see why you was acting like that, and you act the way that you act because you are hood. You are really hood. You really hood. Like, he's really hood, and his sister is this, seeing that Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And Moesha, they see her you always gonna see a Moesha. His ass, y'all need to watch it. Watch it. You'll get a different perspective. Okay. So it says classy with everything you do. So you classy with everything you do. It says never fully let you in. Heart activation. So somebody never fully let you in. Another thing I knew that I don't understand why Shannon Sharp didn't ask him about Whitney Houston. And I think Ray J thought he was when he said, you like older women. I was so waiting for Shannon Sharp to ask him about the Whitney Houston situation because Ray J was the last one with Whitney the night that she died. That she lied. Okay, something could be significant about lying. It would be crazy if this bitch still alive. Okay. And she got her daughter and got the fuck out the way. But we don't know who is alive and who is who. But whatever, something could be significant. I don't know why the fuck I said that, but you got my attention. Okay? But something could have happened. But that he was there the night that she supposedly died. Okay? So I was surprised that he didn't ask about that. And I think that Ray J probably told him not to talk about Whitney Houston because it's getting brought back up because of all the stuff that Clive Davis and Diddy is going through right now. So again, remember Diddy was the one that said the speech about Whitney Houston, and Clive Davis continued to throw the party, and so Ray J really is not really out of the scene. I feel like he's getting ready to be brought back up because of all this shit that is coming out, right? And they all intertwine, and that's one thing that Jaguar said. She was like, they all connected. And when you connect them all, they all connect back to the diddler. They're all connected back to the diddler. But Ray J said he will no longer shake hands with Diddy because of what he saw with that video with Cassie. He said he's done. That's a done deal. He's like, but he was like, I'm not just concerned about Diddy. He said, what do we do about the other ones that have done this, that we know about or heard about? And what do we do with those? That's my concern. What do we do with the other ones? And when Ray J said that, I said, look at that young man right there. Look at him. He the one that said Diddy should get 1,000 slashes in front of, whipped in front of the whole world. 1,000 slashes. That's what he said. I was like, this motherfucker okay. It says, I love you more than you ever now. So somebody loves you more than ever now. It says, there's a shapeshifter trying to set you up. Thinks about you two being in a relationship all the time. So somebody thinks about you being in a relationship with them all the time. I feel like the karmic is doing magic on me, Divine Feminine. So your masculine feels like the karmic is doing magic on him. It says, if you never try it, you will never know. So this person is in this energy that he needs to take a risk or take a leap. He never will know how the relationship will be with you and him if he does not give it a try. It says two people being separated on purpose. So whoever you are, you and this person was separated on purpose. It says didn't know that you was a undercover warrior. So they didn't know that you was an undercover warrior. You ain't got time to be playing with their asses. It says riding around in the car with his new bitch. So there's a masculine that's riding around the car with his new bitch, or that's what he was doing. It says moving past everything, no longer worried. So you could have two different masculine energies here. So you could be moving past everyone and no longer worried, or like I said, you and this masculine getting ready to move past everyone, no longer worried. It says hates that you know more than them. So somebody hates that you know more than them. Something could be significant when it comes to pancakes. It says this masculine fucked it up for himself. So there's a masculine that fucked it up for himself. It could be this masculine that's running around in the car with his new bitch. It says acts a totally different way when he's around you or she's around you. So somebody acts a totally different way when they're around you. It says thinks they should have power over your money. You got unfinished business. And it says made the biggest mistake in my life. It says I can't trust you with the penny. So somebody made the biggest mistake in their life, okay? Again, this masculine fucked up shit for himself. So there's a masculine that fucked up some shit for himself. You got unfinished business with somebody. Could be unfinished business with a bisexual woman. For the ones of y'all that are, go both ways. Okay, that could be significant. For the ones of y'all don't, you got unfinished. Some of y'all post. Let me say this right. The ones of y'all that are bisexual, you got two people coming your way. Your masculine and a bisexual woman. The ones of y'all that are straight woman, you got a straight man coming your way. Okay? And probably like a friend of yours. Like a friend, I don't know. Okay? Oh, shit. Well, that's a lot of cards. Hold on. Yeah, I don't need to get a lot of cards because there's a lot of cards that fell on the ground. So I'm just going to grab some cards. Okay, because we got a lot on the ground. All right, so told y'all it was a lot. Okay, so we got Corey, Gail, LaRon, Tuck, Abraham, Kinsley, Levon, Kalana, not Kalana, Kalani, okay? Kalani could be a good girl name or a boy name, okay? Baby, Cadillac, Woo, Gildred, Perry, Hamilton, Greenwood, Dunbar, Coundoff, Bubba. Dang, this is the only boys in the last name. Okay. Tayaka, Aryaka, Sapphire, Elena, Arlene, Monef, and Titus. Monifa, or Monef, however you pronounce it. Okay, so we got Merkel, Kaya, Betty, Taisha, Constance. Constance could be a girl name or boy name. June. June could be a girl name or boy name. Odell Beckham Jr. King Solomon energy. Michael Jordan. Osiris energy is here. Tishwa. Angel could be a girl name or boy name. Larone. Marianne. Kenkisha. Peaches. Banks. Jordan could be a girl name or boy name. Lopez. Robert Pattinson. Robert Douglas Thomas Patterson. Gabriella V. Charmel. Kaya. Helen. Michaela. Orlando Brown. Raul. And Ernesto. So we have, it says, acts a total different way around when you're around. And there's a shapeshifter that's trying to set you up. Classy with everything that you do. This masculine fucked it up for himself. Hates that you know more than them. Never fully let you in. Heart activation. Didn't know that you was an undercover warrior. I changed everything for you, my little princess. Divine Feminine's name is being brought up in other households. Pancakes. If you never try it, you will never know. I feel like the karmic is doing magic on me, Divine Feminine. Working on stability. Unfinished business. Itching. It says, made the biggest mistake in my life. Thinks they should have power over your money. Two people being separated on purpose. I love you more than ever now. I'm going to change my number. Riding around in the car with his new bitch. Thinks about you two being in a relationship all the time. So he could be riding around in the car with his new bitch, but he thinking about y'all being in a relationship. It says the karmic has mental issues. That's why I stayed. A child hates he/she was covering up for their parents. Our parents. I can't trust you with a penny. Bisexual woman. And moving past everything, no longer worried. And I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. Make sure you thumbs up this video, like, subscribe, comment, as well as share, and I'll be back for another one. This was a long